Apox, and in a previous episode I showed everyone how to how to get rotarycraft started from the very basics. I've added a little machine here, the performance engine. It's an engine that runs on ethanol. I think I've shown that in a previous part, but basically you take the sugar canes, you make sugar together with together with dirt here and sugar up. You can make the yeast. Let me show that to you. So, oops, wrong chest. That's one. And where's my dirt? Oh my. Let's get some dirt then. There we go. There seems to be a little problem with the fermenter as it one operation per tick. It's normal. You see, it's I have no clue why, because it used to be on a normal speed. But putting sugar up and the dirt down, I get yeast. I'm quickly gonna check if I have more, a little bit more sugar, which we make from the sugar canes. So once again, the dirt under, the sugar up there, and it's nearly instant now, yeast. Fantastic. When you apply a redstone signal to this fermenter, you're going for the next step. One is the yeast, and on the bottom slot you put biomass, like leaves or anything. Let's see what I have. I have a few leaves left. That's nice, so I can show that. So the biomass leaves here, and it's again nearly instant. I get sludge. When I put that through a normal furnace, I'm getting the ethanol crystals, which I can use to run the performance engine. The performance engine also needs an additive. In this case I used gunpowder, and it's outputting a nice amount of power. It's not getting too warm. But now the fun part. I am running an extractor here. The extractor needs, for the different stages that are in, the first stage, it needs 512 Newton meter torque. And for the last stage, I'm not sure about the exact numbers, but the one you need is the 512. Because making 512 Newton meters and the ridiculous speed that is needed for the middle two ones here, either I need to make like 4 megawatt of power or more, I'm not sure, or I can just make sure we swap all the time between torque and speed by alternating one of these diamond gearboxes. Now I can do that manually using a screwdriver. I can alternate every time when it's needed, but I made here a nice little device, and that I will show you. So here I make speed. This one is a torque and a speed one, and this is, I believe, torque again. So in the end I get, in the setting where one of these is torque, I get 512 Newton meters, and in the other, with speed, I get way less Newton meters but a lot of speed there. To switch between the two, I've put down two diamond gearboxes of the same setting, although I could use a 16:1 gearbox for speed, theoretically. And I use two sticky pistons to draw away or to push in the gearboxes that I need for the operation that is active at that point. Now, one is on, the other is off. To do that you need to make the signal negative, which you can do as you see here, a little redstone torch that is one level higher than a redstone signal. and here is then the inverted signal. Of course you can make maybe a XOR port or a NOT port or whatever, but this works, it's fine. This is part of Rijkaard's mods as well, the redstone clock, expanded redstone. It's a fairly easy to make block. What it does, it's just switching on and off every, well, whatever I set up. You see the little slider here, you can set it up from between, I think, a few times per second to 15 minutes on, 15 minutes off, whatever you want. I've set it now to 1 minute on and 1 minute off. So in the end, what does it do? Half the time there is enough speed and torque for step 1 and 4, and half the time step 2 and 3 are capable of running. Why am I running this extractor? I need, for a later part of this game, the tungsten flakes. I need about, I think, 8 of them to make a real gas turbine. So it will take some time. It's not the most common result to get a tungsten flake. I've had one just a moment ago, and I just got my second one. So I have 2 tungsten flakes, and here the iron ore flakes, which I should be putting in some furnace, but I can do that later on. Let's check. 15, so add a few more. There we go. Now for the next steps, I'm going to need jet fuel for a simple turbine to charge coils. I'm going to need 2 coils to heat up a furnace for the tungsten, or I could connect the turbine directly to the furnace with a friction heater. But I'm going to focus on the fractionation unit, which is fairly easy to make. I'm going to need gold for that, and some obsidian, some glass. Actually, I'm going to need just 6 obsidian, 3 glass. Well done. There we go. I think 6 gold. And the other parts I forgot. The fractionation unit, 6 gold. The fuel line, so I start with the fuel line. The obsidian, the glass, and I get fuel lines. Next up, the machine itself, but it requires a mixer. So let's find some steel. I wanted to say, I'm pretty sure I still have some. There we go. I have here steel gear. And one more, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, here we get our mixer. We have one base panel, so basically we have everything to make the fractionation unit. And there. What am I doing wrong? Fuel line, mixer, base panel, fuel line, mixer, base panel, and here we go. Now to set this thing up, we need to keep 2 things in mind. First of all, the performance engine is going to deliver 1000 1000 rad and 262k of power, which is 4 times as much as I need. That's nice. The only requirement here is the 8 kilorad. Since the machine is only delivering 1, I need to speed up 8 times. For that I got a diamond gearbox here. I think it has some lubricant in it, but I'll check that in a moment. The power for the fractionation unit is going to come from the down side. So here we go. First off, here the gears. Right mouse for the interface, output up, and my back is to north, so north is input. Here we go. Diamond gearbox, 8 speed, but no lubricant. Do not forget to add in lubricant. There we go. Fantastic. Getting some lubricant from the grinder. Filling up the gearbox. Fantastic. Now we just need the engine behind this. And whoa, that one should have some water as well. So let's get the liquid pipe. Where is that? Here we go. Goes in from the back. So here we see there's water in it, but no additives and no fuel yet. No problem. I have some fuel here. That's nice. Let's clean up some of this stuff. Machines here. I need to place the fractionation unit, but these I don't need. I'm not gonna need. Oh, machines are there. Oh well. And the parts go in here. So many items, it's such a mess. I can't help it. And the fractionation unit, let's place that first. Now, when that thing is done, it's going to output on top. And what we want is to put it in the tank. I've made a resonant portable tank because it's a nice big tank. And as far as I know, it's making fuel. So I should be able to use the fuel line. Up, up, and I think to the side. That should put my fuel in there. Everything is set up. Only the items that I need in the fractionation unit. But that will be ready in a moment. I have some fuel. Let's see if I have some oh, nice. Loads of fuel. I need some gunpowder. There we go. I'm just not going to put it in yet because I need my ingredients. First of all, blaze powder. You need to find how to make that. It's pretty easy. The blaze powder and a slime ball make a magma cream. Coal, well, pretty logic. Though netherrack dust and tar sand you make from soul sand and netherrack. Let's just make one of each, because I have a stack, no need to be difficult about it. You put netherrack in the grinder and it's gonna process for you, and you get the netherrack dust. And later on I'm gonna put in the soul sand, you get the tar dust, tar sand. Let's see in a moment. Anyway, this is running, should be done fairly soon. Yes, netherrack dust and soul sand. We can check that in a moment. Now, let's get all the materials that we need. Fractionation unit. First of all, one gas tier goes in here. It's never going to be used, it just needs to be there. Then all these materials are going to be needed in those 6 slots. It autofills if you have a pipe bringing items to it. So I'm going to use shift click to place these items in the correct locations. And I'm missing one item, and I thought I had everything. Oh, let's see, what am I missing? Tar, netherrack dust, coal, blaze powder, ethanol, magma cream. Last here. Tar, netherrack dust, coal. Tar, netherrack dust, coal. Oh, blaze powder. There we go. Everything. To be honest, I think we could increase the speed a bit, but this is just for demonstration, so it's fine. All the ingredients are there. let's put in our additive and a little bit of that. Power is going out. This thing needs to be on speed instead of on torque. Where is that thing? There we go. And it should be running. Here we go. It's working. Not fast, but it's working. Of course, since I have a lot of power, I think, let's see. Well, no, I'm going to keep it like this. And here we go. There is some fuel in. I'm going to need a lot of fuel to load everything that I want to run the turbines later on. But for now, let's make some of this. It's fine. And I'll make a turbine in a new version of in a new video. I'm gonna make a high power turbine, a gas turbine later on, which is really dangerous. And this should be enough work for you anyway, because getting all these materials, wow, it's gonna be some work. I'll see you in the next video.